Hi guys, yes it is I, your dorky friend Lisa, and welcome back to my channel. This week we've had some exciting news, if you're into the spooky like I am. Netflix has released their trailer for their new upcoming hot series, and it is, of course, Sabrina the Teenage Witch. See, I'm working it. Anyway, so, as most of you probably know, Sabrina, of course, originated from the Archie comic book series. Got her own spin-off due to popularity. She's gotten a revamp recently in the comic books. And now, of course, with the popularity of Riverdale, the Archie comic, of course, Sabrina's coming along. So, Netflix scooped her up, and a lot of the people involved with Riverdale are working on it, Sabrina. So we have a lot of good stuff to look forward to. Like I said, they just released the trailer for it. The show is coming out on the 26th. Comment down below if you're going to be binge watching it like I am, and let me know what you think. And so I thought it'd be very appropriate to get you warmed up for Sabrina. Or, you know, if you watch Sabrina and you want more, we're going to do witches this week. So I pulled some of my personal favorites and some popular ones. And I figured we'd start with one thing that I found out this week, though. Apparently, I have a rather young viewer. One of my friends, she has a 4-year-old. And apparently he takes her phone quite frequently, and if he sees a video of me has popped up, he watches it. So, Aiden, if you're watching this, from now on, let mommy watch the video first before you do, because auntie says some inappropriate language sometimes. And so in honor of my 4-year-old, hi Aiden, we're going to go into first one of my favorite authors, Mr. Roald Dahl's The Witches. This, of course, got a lovely making with Angelica Houston. Love, love, love. And the book itself is actually better than the movie, which is hard, of course, I always think it's better, but I have to say it is a lot better. In the book, it goes into a little bit more depth. If you've seen the movie, if you haven't seen the movie, the general gist of it is young boy who's British. His grandmother is Norwegian. She's been telling him stories most of his life about witches. Turns out that she actually is a witch hunter. Well, was a witch hunter. Is retired. And she tells him all these spooky stories about children being kidnapped and disappearing and strange things that happened. You know, children showing up in paintings and aging and turning into birds and things like that. And he, of course, doesn't really believe her until he, of course, himself ends up meeting a witch. And then they go on vacation together. He now knows how to spot witches and realizes they themselves are in the middle of a witch convention of Britain. And they're plotting and scheming to buy all the candy shops and turn the children into mice. So it's a good one. I highly recommend it. So Aiden, get mommy to read it. The next one is Wicked, which is Gregory Maguire's take on Wizard of Oz. It originally starts before Dorothy shows up, of course. It is very in-depth. It is very grown up. There, you know, there's strife and war and all kinds of horrible, crazy things, and there's romance, and it's its own story that honestly takes on its own life beyond Dorothy. So I highly recommend this series. And then the next one is Beautiful Creatures, which is about a young teenage girl. She's about to turn 16. She has to choose between the dark and light side, and she meets a young boy, and they kind of fall in love, and of course her family doesn't approve. Her uncle kills him, and she brings him back, of course, and it's 3 different books. Well, actually, 4, is it 4? Yeah, which is Beautiful Creatures, of course, and this is Cami Garcia, if I didn't say that already. And then the next one is Beautiful Darkness, then Beautiful Chaos, and then Beautiful Redemption. And they are vastly entertaining, and I'm dropping things, sorry. Then we're going to go on to Anne Rice, The Witching Hour, which is the Mayfair Witches, which is 3 books, which is The Witching Hour, Lasher, and Taltos. Basically, it's about doctor, her name is Rowan, and she finds out her estranged mother passes away in New Orleans. It's always New Orleans with Anne. I love her. It's a beautiful city, been there, it's great. But anyway, she finds out the mother has passed away, so she goes to New Orleans to kind of like take care of things, and she finds out some things about herself, of course, you know, that she has these psychic abilities. She ends up falling in love, having a life there. She ends up getting pregnant, and the baby gets possessed by a demon, basically, which is Lasher. And then, of course, violent birth, and he's a full-grown man. It's a whole adventure. So, again, I highly recommend. It's Anne, of course. You gotta love Anne. And then, one's for my more mature readers, I feel like. I think older people, well, I don't know. A lot of younger people don't really get into, but James Patterson, who's more known for, I guess, his psychological intrigue kind of books, you know. Anyway, Witch and Wizard, which is about these 2 young people, brother and sister, which is Wit and Wisty, and they've basically found out that their parents have been lying to them their whole lives. They realize that they are witches and wizards, basically, that they have abilities, but this is a kind of alternate reality, I wouldn't say futuristic, but more of a kind of an alternate reality kind of thing, where magic is illegal. So of course they get arrested, things, you know, it's a whole big thing. Again, it's an adventure. Okay, and then the last book I'm going to go into, because this is getting kind of long. I found a lot. There's a huge list. I'm going to put some more witch books in the comment section down below for you guys, for you to get into. Of course, I mean, hello, Harry Potter. It's right here behind me, which is always a good, you know, witch wizard kind of deal. And this is the Psychic Book of Deliverance Dane. This is by Catherine Howe. The premise of this book is the young girl who, her grandmother passes away, and she has to go and kind of clean up her house and get, you know, that situation's basically straight, of course. And she finds an old Bible with a piece of paper in it. And it's sort of leads into that they are connected to this witch from the Salem witch trials, which is the Deliverance Dane. And she starts having nightmares about the Salem witch trials and things, seeing Deliverance and trying to figure out, you know, what the real story was, basically. So again, another one. It's highly interesting. There's so many good witch books, guys. Like I said, I'm going to list them down below in the comment sections for you. And I'm hoping, you know, that you'll take a chance and read them. Anyway, guys, I had fun. I hope you did too. If you're going to watch, like I said, Sabrina, let me know down below. And I hope to see you here next time, guys.